Hey guys, it's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about my good midlife crisis. I'm traveling through my 40s and I am trying very hard to get my poop in a group. I am working on my financial, my physical, and my mental health with a primary focus on my financial health to get started. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in, I really hope that you will consider subscribing and coming along with me. I would love to have you on my journey. People joining me on my journey helps to keep me accountable, and I'm also hoping that some of the tips and some of the things that I do will help you on your journey so we can do this together. Today's video is going to be scheduling out my April paycheck. The first paycheck I received, I'm going to be receiving in April. And technically I get paid tomorrow, April 1st, but the money's already in my account. So I am going to go ahead and get started on that budgeting. Let me shrink myself. I'm going to try to do this a little bit differently today. Normally I shrink myself into the bottom corner, and then I am always upset because my picture blocks this whole area right here where I try to underfund my categories. So I'm going to put you up top. But before I do, and by put you, I mean put me. I'm going to put me up top. But before I do that, I just want to point out I have 27 days of buffering. And somebody commented on my last video where I was all excited about my days of buffering, and I didn't even know what it meant, but I knew it was a good thing. This apparently means that if something were to happen and I had no more income, it would be 27 days before I needed more income. And that makes me feel much better. Also, my money is 22 days old. That is well more than a week. That is more than a week, which means it confirms, like my last YNAB budget with me video that I did, I am no longer living paycheck to paycheck. I am almost 30 days ahead, which is a month. I'm not funding next month's categories with this month's paychecks yet, but once I get out of debt, that is my goal. That'll probably be something I start really working on next month. Next month. I wish I could start it that soon. I have actually started a budgeting category for 1 month ahead, and my goal is like maybe I can throw some random change in there at the end of months if I have something left over or something. For right now, I'm not focused on that. Okay, now I'm going to move me up to the corner. Okay. So guys, how was y'all's March? My March was significantly better than my April. I went crazy in April and I overspent. Unfortunately, I was able to do the debt consolidation and it all balanced out. But if I hadn't, I would have really hurt myself for March. So I'm very glad that and very thankful that that happened. And a lot of people that I was watching their budget with me videos in February really did go over a lot. Everybody seems to have had a crazy February. So now that we've made it through February and we've made it through March, mostly, I mean, there are a couple more hours of March left for those of us in Central Texas, Central US. Most of, I guess, all of US still has some hours left in March. How was it? How did it go? Was it better for you this month? Did you still spend a lot? Were you able to make up some of the overspending from April? Let me know how it was. Okay. I have decided, so if you watched my last video, I was saying that I wasn't going to need any more money in groceries because I thought I was good. Totally forgot that I had signed up for that butcher box. Y'all remember me talking about that butcher box that I signed up for? Yeah, it auto-renewed and I wasn't expecting it and I totally forgot about it. And that was like $160. Fortunately, Nathan split that with me since it's food for the house and he'll eat half of it. So we split that, but that was still significantly more. So I did end up going over in my grocery budget, but whatever. My dining out category, normally I spend $75, not spent, but budget $75 per pay period for myself. So that's $75 every 2 weeks because I'm paid every 2 weeks. But this month I had challenged myself to do a no dining out for the month. As I gave myself a couple of exceptions and I stuck to them for the most part. Let me show you what I did in February. This contributed a lot to my went crazy in February. Look at how much money I spent dining out in February. $520.68. Y'all, I'm one person. I'm just one human. I'm not a family of 5. I'm one. So I don't know. I know that some of this was for my mom's birthday, but that was like $180, which means there's like $340 that I spent for myself. Is that 340? Is that how math works? I don't know. It was a lot of money. It was a lot of money that I spent just on me to eat food not at home. So the fact that I am significantly under budget by almost $75 and, well, more than $75, because what I actually spent on dining out last month was only $69.77. I'm okay that I am $80 over in my groceries when like half of that, like $75 of that is for the meat that is in my freezer that I forgot about. So I would have been okay. I would have been just about on budget. Anyway, so that is that. And then you'll see a new category here. It's called no judgment spending. Y'all, I woke up on Saturday morning with the urge to shop. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because it was like in the 70s and the sun was shining and there were no clouds in the sky. I just wanted to go shopping. I wanted to go to this outdoor mall that we have in my town, and I wanted to go shopping. It wasn't even really that I wanted to spend money. I just wanted to go shopping. And I knew if I went there, I would buy things. So what I did is I pulled money out of different categories and I put it in a no judgment spending. And I said, Becky, you have $50. You can spend this money, and then that is it. That is all you're allowed to spend. But whatever you spend out of this category will not count toward whatever category it should come out of. So I bought a dress. I didn't take it out of clothing. I didn't have any money in clothing, but I didn't count it toward that category. I bought something for my house. Didn't take it out of household. Bought something for my mom. Didn't take it out of gifts. Whatever I actually dined out that day. I went to Raising Cane's, which is just chicken fingers, but I went to a restaurant. Didn't take it out of dining out. That was out of my no judgment. Everything that I spent that day with that $50 did not count toward any of my categories. I got the spending out of my system. I had a really great day, and I stayed under budget, actually. I only spent like $43. And then, because I'm me, Life in Envelopes, Jennifer Bleacher, whose channel I will link below if you're not familiar with her. She is she does cash budgeting, and she does sticker planning, and she creates stickers, and she sells them on Etsy. She released a mystery kit. And I mean, I have to buy a mystery kit. I have to know what's in that kit. So I bought that. It was like 20 something dollars, I think $24 with tax. So like the last $6 that was in there came out of there. And then I overspent my budgeting category. But that's okay, because that's why we have budgets. And that's one of the great things about YNAB is you roll with the punches. I took what was important to me, and I prioritized that for myself this month. And I really wanted those stickers. Okay, so let's do this. I have no overspending to cover, which is normally how I start these videos. So what I'm going to do, I've decided that at the end of every month, everything that is in my throughout the month category, if I have anything left over, I'm going to move it up to my ready to assign, and I'm going to rebudget that money. So I am going to move all of this money to ready to assign, and it will go to wherever it's needed for next month. Ready to assign. My whole $1.18, that'll make a difference. My gas, I didn't actually spend gas. I didn't spend that much in gas last month. I don't know how I avoided it. I just didn't drive anywhere. So I will say that Nathan drove us to Horseshoe Bay, which is about an hour, a little over an hour away. It's where my friends live, when we went to go kayaking for her birthday. And then he drove when we went camping. And so I am going to end up, I won't fill his tank because he drives like a Jeep Grand Cherokee, so it's got a big tank. It's expensive to fill, but I will give him some money toward gas, so I might go over. The other thing that I am going to do at the end of every month is I am going to take, I had money in my pet expenses. I had $1. I must have already done this. So, full disclosure, I did this video at my lunchtime, at my lunch hour like I normally do, but for some reason it just stopped recording. Like I got to about here and then it was done. So I filmed for the whole time, and then when I went to make sure it was good, it wasn't good. So now I'm refilming it, but I had to undo everything, so I must have forgotten to undo. Let's look at my pet emergencies. Yeah, there were $2.10 in my pet fund, and then I moved it down to my pet emergencies. So at the end of every month going forward, my plan is anything left in my throughout the month is going to get reallocated to new categories in the next month. Anything left in my pet fund is going to go down into my pet emergencies fund. That's my plan going forward. We'll see how it works. Okay, so now I am ready to start budgeting out my April, because March is over. March is done today. So I'm going to go into April, and I'm going to start budgeting my category. I am back to doing normal. I am not going to be doing the no dining out. I might keep doing it for some of it, just because it really did save me so much money, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. That being said, tomorrow, which is April 1st, totally 100% having Chipotle for lunch tomorrow. I miss Chipotle so much. So I'm going to put my $75 in dining out. Groceries, I give myself $150 every 2 weeks. I'm going to try that again this month. I'm hoping that last month was a fluke because of that butcher box, which I have canceled. I did cancel it the same day it came out. I was like, oh, I forgot, and I canceled it immediately. So that should be good. I'm hoping that $300 will cover me for the month. If not, I might have to adjust this going forward, but I'm going to try it again for one more month. Fun Money gets $30 a month. Gas, I am doing $60 a month. That's $30 out of every check. Like I said, I am going to give some money to Nathan for gas because he did a lot of the driving for us last month. But I still think that I should be able to keep it at $60 because gas is going back down in my area. I don't know if that's like a thing that's going to continue to happen or if that's just a fluke that's happening right now. But I still have half a tank of gas, and the only driving I am planning to do in the next couple of weeks is to go to see my mom this weekend, and then back again. So that'll be like a half a tank of gas. So I'll fill up once, and then I shouldn't have to fill up again this month unless I do some more driving, but I don't know what that would be. So all that to say, I think $60 will still cover me even if I give Nathan gas money. Holding for now is where I leave the remnant, what is left at the end of when I'm budgeting out, so I can roll over. So that is all I'm going to fund in this section for now. Reimbursable, it's going to say -$6 because I purchased a shirt for Nathan from Old Navy when we were out shopping the other day, and he's going to pay me back, but it's $6. If he hasn't paid me back by the time my Old Navy bill is due, I'll cover it and then he'll pay me back, but it's $6. I'm not worried about it. Excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry. And then no judgment spending. This is that category I created when I went shopping. I'm not ever going to put any money on this on a regular basis. It's just going to be for that weird random day, which thankfully for myself does not happen very often, where I just need to go shopping. And then I will prioritize what can I pull money from and what do I need to leave my money in, and I'll fill this category from there. So, but I'm not going to put any money on there on a regular basis. Okay, so now I have to look at the bills that are due. I get paid on the 1st, and then I get paid again on the 15th. So I need to fund everything between April 1st and April 14th. That is bills. There aren't very many, but I'll go ahead and fund them. My mom's car insurance is due on the 1st, and that is $70.42 this month. My insurance is due on the 1st. That is still $155.81. It is going up next month. Mom's went up this month. Mine goes up next month. My Aflac is $82.55, and it is my understanding that that is my price across the board, and it will never go up as long as I don't cancel it. If I cancel it and go back, I'll have to pay the rates for whatever the rates are at the time I sign up. But as long as I don't cancel it and I don't add anything to it, this should be what I have to pay for the rest of forever as long as I keep it. That's what I understand. I could be wrong, but I hope not. My car wash is due. I've actually gone through the car wash a couple of times this month just to make sure I'm getting my money's worth out of it. Plus, it is allergy season here in Central Texas. My trees are like just going crazy with the pollen. My car is covered. My nose hates me. Anyway, it's been crazy. So that's all filled. Adobe is due. I'm going to underfund my Adobe subscription. Thank you, person who commented and understands how important this app is. I love this app. I actually used it today because, like I said, I did that debt consolidation and I used my car as collateral. And for some reason, my insurance company didn't send the insurance information to the bank, and they sent me a letter in the mail saying, hey, we need your insurance information. So there's a website. I never knew this. For those of you who do this, who might need this information, there's a website that you can go to and they'll send you a link, like your code from the bank, and then you log in and it'll tell you the information, and you can drag and drop your policy information. But you can only do 5, and my policy information came like each page was on a separate page. So I used this, I'm pointing at my screen, I could just use my mouse. I used my Adobe subscription to combine all of those files into one so that I could put everything that it needed. Anyway, it came in handy today in my personal life. YouTube Music, I listen to this every day while I work. This is 1081, and then that is it. Everything else is coming out of future checks. I did cancel my Discovery Plus membership, and so I won't have access to it after the 14th. I don't know how yet. I don't know how yet. I don't know how I feel about that yet, but we'll see. I'm going to leave it on here for another couple of months to see if I want to go back to it, but for now I'm going to cancel it. I think I might actually try out Paramount TV, only because I want to watch Halo. And then after I watch Halo, I'll probably cancel it because that's the only thing on there that I really care about watching. But I might try out Paramount next. We'll see. Okay. Everything else is good through here. I don't have any credit card payments that are due. Oh, I do want to put $20. Well, let me move this. Let me move this 371 to ready to assign. And then I'm going to put, why is it asking? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I just want $20 in here. Whatever. Okay, it's whatever. It's $3. So if you remember from my previous videos, I put $50 in my credit card interest because I wasn't sure where in the statement cycles I had paid off all of those cards, and I didn't know what my interest would be last month, what I would be charged. So I wanted to have money in there to cover it. Chase Amazon, which is the card that I have not fully paid off, charged me $12 and something. Maurice's charged me $2, and then one of the cards, I can't remember which, might have been Sam's, might have been Capital One, I don't remember, charged me $2.05. I think it was Capital One. So I paid like less than $20 for my credit card interest last month. That's part of where my no judgment fund came from, is what was left in my category for credit card payments. So I'm going to start budgeting $20 a month for my credit card payments going forward. I don't think it'll cost that much. I think it'll be probably less than 15, but I'm putting it in there just in cases. Also, I need opinions, please, please. Maurice's, on the statement, when it charged me that $2, it said minimum statement balance, or minimum statement charge, or something like that. Minimum interest charge, that's what it called it. Does that mean I'm going to have to pay $2 every single month, even if I don't have a balance? Is that what that means? People who know what interest is, will you please explain this to me? If so, isn't that just the same as paying a $24 annual fee? Or is it only not an annual fee because I don't pay it on top of interest if I have a balance? I don't really understand how this works. I don't really want to close this card because I actually really like Maurice's. This shirt I'm wearing is actually from Maurice's. I haven't purchased anything in a long time because I'm trying really hard not to buy new clothes and I'm trying to get out of debt. But that is one of my go-to stores. Maurice's, Old Navy, and Lane Bryant are like my go-to stores because I am plus-sized. So I go to places that have good, cute, affordable plus-size clothing, and Maurice's is definitely one of those locations. Plus, it's convenient for me. It's not very far from my house. It's in that shopping center I went to this weekend. So I just don't know, $24, and I do get 10% off if I buy anything and I use my card. So I'm just not sure if I'm going to, if it is a $2 a month fee no matter what, if I want to keep it or if I want to close it. What would you do? Please let me know what you would do. And also let me know if that is what it actually means, or did I misread it? I guess we'll see next month if I get charged $2 again when I know for sure there was nothing on it. Then I'll know. Okay, and I'm also going to put $20 in my contacts because I'm putting $20 a month, $20 a pay period away toward my contacts. So those are all of those categories. No credit card payments are being made. These are all just little payments, little purchases that I made throughout the last 2 weeks, and I'll pay them off either tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. But they will be paid. So now I'm going to start funding my sinking funds. Every month I give myself $50 for household. The way I do household and groceries and pet, I separate everything out. So when I go to the grocery store, If I buy like laundry detergent, toilet paper, toothpaste, that goes in my household fund. If I buy dog food, cat food, toys, things for my pets, that goes under pets, and my actual groceries go under my grocery fund, and I separate those out so I can see how much I'm actually spending on household, and how much I'm actually spending on pets. And also this allows me to roll my pet fund over at the end of the month, so by separating that out. But pets gets $50. Healthcare comes out of my paycheck automatically. It is my HSA, and it deducts from my before I get my check, and it goes into my HSA account. And then also every quarter, my company gives us $100 toward our HSA, and so that should be hitting again. And it didn't hit when I checked it earlier, but it might be in there. I don't know when it hits because it's technically for the second quarter, which doesn't start until tomorrow. So I'm not putting anything in healthcare. Gifts and giving. If you are familiar at all with budgeting, you probably are aware that there's a difference between overspending and under budgeting. And I have come to the realization when it comes to gifts and giving that I under budget. It's not that I'm overspending, it's that I am severely under budgeting. I'm going to spend this money. So I should really budget it. I should budget it out and be prepared for what I'm going to spend, and I know I'm going to spend it. I did an average. I won't go into reports. I tried to do it last time. It took me a minute, and I just don't want to make y'all sit through that. But there are reports in YNAB. If you're not familiar with YNAB, this is one of the many great features, is that you can report, okay, fine. We'll go in. Oh, look, it's already set. It saved my settings. So for gifts and giving, the average that I have spent is $117.28. I budget $50 and I spend $120 every single month. And this is just for this year. If you include last year, let's just do January of 2021. And granted, now this is going to include Christmas, so keep that in mind. But $156.50 is my average. Oh, I just realized that y'all can't see where that says average because I'm in the way. But see there, oh no, that's what I spent. Hang on. Average is here. So this is my average. My average is $147.01 a month. And I'm budgeting $50 a month. That's not how you budget wisely. I need to up my budget. So this month I am going to give myself $100 for gifts and giving. I don't know that I can sustain that. I'm going to try to up it to $75 a month, but because I had a little bit more rollover than I was anticipating, I'm going to go ahead and give myself $100 for gifts. Oh, I'm at the top. Where did I go? So I'm putting $100 in gifts today. Budgeting is getting $25. Now that I have this $25, I am going to purchase the very last little bit that I was missing to be able to do my fake cash stuffing. I bought envelopes on Etsy 1 month, and then last month I actually won the 100 subscriber giveaway for a channel that I watch. Her name is Envelopes Esquire. Well, that's not her name, but that's the channel name. I won a gift card for Amazon, and so I used that to purchase the binder for the envelopes. And then with this $25, I'm going to buy the fake cash, so I can do fake cash stuffing videos. So watch out, coming to YouTube channel near you soon. Fake cash stuffing envelopes, fake cash stuffing videos from Becky. So that's what I'm going to buy with that $25 this month. And then stuff I forgot to budget for, I'm going to put $20 in there. I feel like I missed stuff. Did I miss stuff? I guess not yet. Okay, new phone is going to get $50. We're getting pretty close, $250. We're halfway there. Self-care, I'm giving myself $100 this month. I need a haircut. I need to get my nails done. I want to save up for that massage. I've got to up my game, and $50 a month really isn't cutting it because I can spend that every single month on just getting my nails done, and it won't give me any rollover. Again, this isn't going to be a normal thing every month. I can't afford to give myself $100 every month to just do what I want for myself. I would love that, and I can't wait until I am there, but I am not there. But like I said, I had a higher than usual rollover, more than I was expecting. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself $100 so that I can try to build up a little bit to get my massage. Clothes, my poor clothing section. $25. So now we're back at $25. There's nothing else in there. I pulled it all. Car maintenance is getting $50. And then vacation is getting $50. I booked a hotel room for some friends of mine's wedding that is coming up in November. And they're getting married in a very small town about like an hour and a half away from here, maybe between an hour and 20, an hour and a half. So I booked a hotel room for that night just because I don't know how late it'll be, and I just don't want to have to worry about driving all the way home. It's less than I think with taxes it was like $100. So I could technically cover it now, but they're not going to charge me until October. But I want to make sure I'm good and have money set aside. So I'm technically good right now for that wedding, now that I put that money in there. And then that's it. That's all I'm going to fund out of this check because I ran out of lines on my budget by paycheck. So we'll just wait. We'll just wait till next check. So April is a 3-check month. And at my last 2 jobs, which I've been working at since 2009, I think is when I started working at the second to last job. So it's been a really long time because it's 2022. It's been a really long time since I've had 3 paycheck months because at both of my previous jobs, I was paid bi-monthly, which means it doesn't matter if there are 2 or 20 weeks in a month, I get paid twice. Obviously, that's an exaggeration. There are never 2 or 20 weeks in a month. Well, there are always 2 weeks in a month. Sorry, but you know what I mean. Now I get paid every 2 weeks. So some months I get paid 3 times. And this happened last year, and I was shocked by how I didn't have extra money like I expected to. But this month I'm realizing that I think the month that it really benefits me is the month prior to the month that I have the extra check, because my first check of April comes on the 1st, which means I don't have to pay any of the first couple of bills in April out of my last March check. So that's why I had a little bit more rollover. I had a little bit more wiggle room in March. When it comes to April, I have to pay all of my April bills out of these checks. And then out of my 3rd check, I have to pay my May bills. So in the first, because I get paid the very end of April, so I don't get paid till the middle of May. So I really think that I've already reaped the benefits of having 3 paychecks. I did kind of go through and write out all 3 of my projected budgeting for this month, just because I'm not used to having 3 paychecks in a month. So I wanted to make sure where I needed to put bills. And I think the way I'm going to do it, and you'll see it in my next video, not my next video, but my next budgeting video, is that I'm going to split up the rent. Instead of doing $500 out of either one of my checks, I'm going to do $250 and $250 out of my next 2 checks to make it work better for me. I think we'll play around with it as we go. We will see. I forgot why I was talking about that. Anyway, that's the way I think I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go to my emergency fund. So my goal is to have a $2,000 emergency fund by the end of this year. In order to do that, I have to fund $171.54 every month. So there we go. I'm going to fund this month's emergency fund. Look at that. It's over $600. Yeah, it was less than $30 at the beginning of the year. I'm 41 years old and I didn't even have $30 in an emergency fund. So this is not very much, but it is significantly better than I started the year out. My 52-week challenge, that gets $53 out of every paycheck. That is the number of weeks of the year. My 2022 savings challenges, this is the Budget Mom savings challenges. I'm not going to do these until either next check or the one after. I can't remember which one I put these in, but I'm going to do them out of one of my other April checks. So I'm going to hold off on that for now. And then you see here is my month ahead. I haven't put anything in there. I don't have any targets set for that. That's just, it would be nice to have eventually. I definitely feel like I missed something because I have more money left over this time than I did last time. So bear with me. Let's just go through this. I put 75 in dining out, 115 groceries. Everything is here. I funded all of that. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Credit cards. Oh, I didn't. Nope, I did. I put money in contacts. I did that. Oh, ecclesial expenses. So, okay, so I've been talking for a little bit about upping my ecclesial expenses. This is my church donation. The way I've been doing it is every week I budget $50 to go toward my check, to go toward my church. So that's $100 out of every check. But this month I'm trying to up it to $75 a week. The reason is my church has been asked to help out our brothers and sisters in Africa who do not have access to health insurance or cannot afford the health insurance. So we are sending them money to have health insurance. We sent them this year's donation already, and then we're collecting on the first Sunday of every month. Our collection that we take at church will go toward funding that goal. So at the beginning of next year, we'll have that money ready to send to them. But that means that we are a week behind in our rent because we pay rent for the room that we use for church on Sundays. So instead of $50 a week, I'm going to try to up my donation to $75 a week to make up for that week where we don't have, where they don't have a collection that is going toward the rent. So that's my goal. So I was able to achieve that this month. Hopefully I can do it, continue doing that going forward. So now I have $225.11 left, and I am going to just put that in holding for now. The reason I want to do that is because my next check has to cover the loan payment, the car payment, half of the rent. A lot of big bills come out of my second check, my second and third check this month. And so I like to leave a nice hefty buffer so I can have that to go to my next check, because I don't get any more money next check. It's still the same amount of money. I just have more bills to pay. So anyway, this has been my budget with me. I really hope that you found this interesting. If you like this software, if this looks interesting to you, this is, again, it's a software called You Need a Budget. We call it YNAB for short. And if you want to try it out, you can use the link in my description to you always will get a 34-day free trial. Free trial meaning you don't even put in a credit card information. So if you don't like it, you just stop using it and you can't even accidentally be charged for it. But if you use the link in the description to sign up for it, if you do decide you like it, because it's awesome, then when you do sign up for it, after your 34-day trial, you'll get an additional 30 days, and so will I. So you will get a 64-day free trial, and I'll get a free month. Thank you very much. I will put that in the description. I will also link Life in Envelope sticker shop. So unfortunately, her mystery package is sold out, so you can't buy that. But she does have super cute stickers if you do anything with paper budgeting. And then I guess that's all I've got. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really, really hope that you have enjoyed it. Let me know how your month is going, how your April is looking, and do you get 3 paychecks this month, or is it a different month for you? I hope y'all are having a fantastic day wherever you are, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.